Heritage Week Day 6 and I'm at the Athenaeum Hotel in County Waterford, which is one of the manor hotels of Ireland. They have a really special tea themed event going on today and I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens. I'm here with Amelia from the Athenaeum House Hotel in Waterford and she's going to tell me a bit about the events they have on for National Heritage Week. Can you tell me first about the history of the house here?
Absolutely, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
We're delighted to have you. The history is originally the Whites, the shipbuilders, owned and built the house, and when we bought it in 1999 it was just a 3-bedroomed house, and we built on then and opened it as the hotel you see today. Thanks to Heritage Week, we discovered the most amazing connection with Bewley's. We always knew that Whites, the shipbuilders, had actually built the original house, and their shipyard was actually down by the river just there. For National Heritage Week, I was doing some research to run an event in connection with Whites, the shipbuilders. And thanks to a wonderful lady in Dublin, Liz Burke, I passed on the information to her about the shipbuilders, and she discovered the connection with Bewley's in that one of the Whites' ships, the Hellas, was actually the first ship to it was a schooner, and brought the first consignment of tea from Ceylon directly to Dublin for Bewley's, and it was important for a number of reasons. The first being that it actually broke the monopoly of the East Indian Tea Company in London. Up to then, the merchants in London used to actually control the actual tea industry. So it was the first one that was actually came directly to Ireland. There was 2009 tea chests on board. So that was the very start of Bewley's in Dublin. And then the other thing that's interesting is that we still do business with Bewley's to this day. So Bewley's have been doing business with the house for 180 years. We were looking at something that we wanted to celebrate our heritage and heritage of the house. We're very proud of the house. So we thought between Bewley's and afternoon tea, it's a place that people come to regularly for afternoon tea, and we just thought it was a special treat. So we thought we'd actually live the heritage. So what we did was we looked at having it in the restaurant, but then we thought that the restaurant was actually built on. So we wanted to celebrate the house and the house's history. So we had the afternoon tea in the Rothko room, which used to be the old drawing room, where families would have had afternoon tea and entertained. It's unusual for a Georgian house to have such open spaces, and that's because the Whites, the shipbuilders, used to actually entertain on a regular basis. And then what we did is we actually put the staff in period costume, and they actually went and chose the costumes themselves. We knew about Whites, the shipbuilders, but only thanks to the research we were doing for National Heritage Week that we discovered our connection with Bewley's. And it's almost living history, and it's also celebrating our living history. National Heritage Week, I think, is actually about celebrating our past, learning about our past, but also celebrating our present and creating our future.
I've had a wonderful time here at the Athenaeum Hotel. Afternoon tea was absolutely delicious and I've learned loads about the history of the building and the industry that went on here. It is so great to meet people like Amelia who are so passionate and enthusiastic about discovering their heritage. If you'd like, you can follow more of my adventures on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube, and I will see you tomorrow.